It'll be 9-1-2 for Yuma as we head to the second, deadlocked at 2. Josh Gordon, Jaden Campbell, and Monty Veliz against brush right-hander Ryan Hirschfeld. Gordon is the second left-handed hitter in this lineup for Yuma. It was certainly a tough first inning for Hirschfeld, but he allowed only 2 runs. The pitch swung on and fouled straight back with a fastball. It's 0-1. These pitchers were nearly identical. Hirschfeld with 32 pitches and Bo Lofink with 29. Both are freshmen, so they'll have their growing pains this year. The curveball drops in for a strike, belt high, and it's 0-2. Now, this is the critical pitch, the out pitch, because that's a tough one for even a senior pitcher. The 0-2 offering. Changeup called strike 3 on the outside corner at the knees, and there's one down. Outstanding off-speed pitch thrown by Hirschfeld. That's his second strikeout, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Jaden Campbell, who hit a home run over the right center field fence to lead off the game. He did it on the very first pitch. Hirschfeld gets a sign from Blake. And the offering. The curveball looked pretty good from here, but called a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. The wind now whipping a little bit more. The offering. Fastball tails away. 2-0. Some threatening clouds in the area as well. The sun has virtually disappeared. 2-0 to Campbell. And that fastball's a strike. On the outer half, thigh high, and it's 2-1. This is where Hirschfeld might go with that changeup to get Campbell out in front. 2-1 pitch. The curveball bounces in. 3 balls and 1 strike. To Jaden Campbell, 1 down in the top of the second. Brush and Yuma are tied at 2. The pitch, fastball down the middle for a strike just above the knees. And the count is at 3-2 to the Yuma center fielder. Here is the wind and pitch. Fastball called strike 3 on the outside corner at the knees. A perfect pitch thrown by Hirschfeld, and there's 2 down. He struck out 3 batters in a row, and the last 2 via the called third strike. Well, that's a way to come back against a guy who homered against you in the opening inning. Here's Monty Veliz, who had a fly ball that landed in the right center field gap for a single. Wind and pitch. Swung on and popped up on the left side in foul territory. Third baseman Mares gives chase, but it's out of play. And it's 0-1. Veliz hitting for the left side for Yuma. And that's what Hirschfeld needs to do, make this a short inning, considering the 32 pitches he threw in the opening frame. No balls and 1 strike with 2 down. Veliz awaits the pitch from Hirschfeld. Curveball is lifted into left field. Baez to his left now ranges in and makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Hirschfeld. Let's head to the bottom of the second. Brush 2, Yuma 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back at Sunset Baseball Field in Brush as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Brush and Yuma are tied at 2. The 4th game of the season for Yuma, the 5th for Brush, and right-hander Bo Lofink will face the bottom 3. Here's the left-handed hitting first baseman Ken Garcia, who takes a changeup for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Garcia, Dylan Acosta, and Coyote Cohen in the second. The offering, fastball right there. Outer half again, it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Garcia. Wind and pitch. Swung on and lined into the left center field gap. That's a base hit cut off nicely there by Josh Gordon before it got to the fence. But Lofink fed Garcia a fat one right down the middle. Mistake pitch certainly. Ahead in the count 0-2, and the Beat Diggers pick up their 4th hit of the game. Here's Dylan Acosta, the Beat Diggers center fielder, hitting from the right side with an open stance. Garcia with a short lead at first, a stretch by Lofink, the offering. Fastball down the middle for a strike at the knees. Yeah, sometimes you can almost throw too many strikes, and if you do, and you don't deceive the hitter enough, you don't have him thinking. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up extremely high, into shallow left field. On comes Gordon, and he runs and makes the catch to his left. Now the long throw to first. Garcia is going to be doubled up easily. He was well off the bag. I think Garcia thought that the ball was going to drop in for a hit, and he was thrown out by several feet. So that'll be a 7-3 double play off the fly ball caught by Josh Gordon in left field, and he threw a bullet to the first baseman, Andrews. And here is Coyote Cohen. The pitch, fastball, a strike on the outer half. It's 0-1. Here is the 0-1 offering. Swag and a miss. Took something off of that one. It's 0-2. Lofink has thrown nothing but strikes in the inning, and now lately throwing quality strikes. 0-2 to Cohen. Curveball is very high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So both pitchers have done a good job of limiting their pitches in this inning. Hirschfeld threw only 11 for Brush. 1-2. Swung on and foul back on the changeup. Count remains at 1-2. This will be the 10th pitch of the inning, thrown by Lofink. Both teams scored their runs in the first inning. Cohen with an open stance from the right side. 1-2. Bounces in. 2-2. Yuma Class 2A school this year in baseball and, of course, in basketball. Terry Lofink did a fine job with that basketball team. Swing and a miss on a changeup. We'll talk about that a little bit later. It's a 1-2-3 inning, essentially, even though Ken Garcia did get a base hit as Bo Lofink records his second strikeout of the game. We head to the third. Brush 2, Yuma 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back at Sunset Baseball Field in Brush as we head to the third inning. Brush and Yuma are deadlocked at 2. And right-hander Ryan Hirschfeld will face the meat of the lineup. 3, 4, and 5, Nick Lovell, Sam Bauke, and Bo Lofink. He has retired the last 4 hitters, 3 via strikeout. Lovell with an open stance. Wind and pitch. Fastball is away. 1 ball and no strikes, and something that you'll see out of these freshmen, Lofink and Hirschfeld, probably a little bit of inconsistency, only because of their youth. 1-0, not because of their talent. Swung on, grounded left side. Waiter has the ball go off his glove deep in the hole into left field. We'll call that a base hit. That would have been a very long throw for Wailert. 1 step into the grass. He was trying to gauge that and field it perfectly, but to no avail. Base hit number 3 for Yuma. Yeah, had he made that snag, he would have had to throw a bullet and a straight one at that to first. Here's Sam Bauke, who hit into a fielder's choice in the first inning, and that bounces in. Blake scoops it. 1 ball and no strikes. Bauke drove in a run, but he is 0 for 1. Jaden Campbell has a home run in this game for Yuma. The stretch and the 1-0. Swung on and grounded. Foul up the third base side. On the chopper, it's 1-1, as we mentioned before the break. The Yuma basketball team was outstanding this year. They were undefeated before losing. I believe they were 24-0 when they lost to Lutheran Parker in the 2A semifinals before winning their consolation game to finish 25-1. But a great job done by head coach Terry Lofink and his Yuma squad. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch, and that changeup upstairs. Of course, the Beat Diggers had a state tournament team of their own. With an outstanding effort by the Beat Diggers and their head coach Dan Kennedy. 18-9 season, had the banquet last night. Colby Wailert, second team All-State. C.J. Kukas, honorable mention, swung on and lifted down the right field line. Soto to his left, long run, and he makes a shoestring catch, turns and throws towards first, and retreating quickly is Lovell, and there's 1 down. Excellent defensive play by the Beat Digger right fielder Daniel Soto. If he doesn't make that play, Lovell's at third, and Bauke might have been at second. Here's Bo Lofink, who popped to second in the opening frame. Short lead for Lovell at first. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and fouled back. No balls and 1 strike. The Beat Diggers at double play depth. However, we've seen either strikeouts or pop-ups. We haven't seen any ground balls hit by the other than one. Swung on, grounded to third. Mayers bobbles the baseball, picks it up with his glove, throws to first, and it's in time to retire Lofink. And there's two down. No error because they did retire one of the Yuma players there, being the hitter, but that was a double play grounder. So level to second, and here's Lucas Andrews. But a good job of Mayer staying with that baseball and retiring the Yuma pitcher. The stretch and the offering. Swing and a miss on a changeup. It's 0-1. That one just dove down in the zone, almost like a sinker. Andrews walked in the opening frame. Hirschfeld looks back. The pitch low. Scooped out of there by Blake. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the third. Yuma 2, Brush 2. The Bee Diggers scored their runs in the first inning. RBI double from Christian Baez and a run-scoring single from Colby Waylard. Stepping off is Hirschfeld. Cargill Meat Solutions takes as much pride in the community, just as they do in the products they provide to their consumers. Cargill Meat Solutions, part of the KSIR B106 scholarship program. Change up as a strike. The throw to third bounces in, and it gets away from Mayers, but only a few feet behind him. It's a stolen base for Level. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lucas Andrews. It says 2-1 on the board, but it should be 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes is Level just tying a shoe up at third base there. Brody's Warren is on deck, but the Bee Diggers want him to hit in the 4th inning. Hirschfeld will wind up with a 1-2 count. The offering swung on and popped up and out of play behind the screen. Count remains at 1-2. It's definitely whipping here, but not as bad as we've seen in past years. Sometimes it's been unbearable. Certainly not unbearable here. 1-2 to Lucas Andrews. Swung on and fouled back. He hung that pitch. But again, because of the deception and speed, Hirschfeld had Andrews thinking up there. Looked like he went with another changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Off of third is Level. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He threw it right by Andrews, and the inning is over. And that is strikeout number 4 for Ryan Hirschfeld. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left at third. We have played 2.5 from Sunset Baseball Field in Brush. It's Brush 2, Yuma 2. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.